Hey, so I hate that everything that I did last week was complaining. So this week we are not doing that. I will not be complaining. I might, but I'm not gonna make it the whole entire thing. I want to be in a better headspace and I want this week to go well. So starting off with a positive thing, I'm almost done with the second skein. So that's pretty positive. I have two more skeins over here. I'll be working on that soon. And I think that I will limit myself on projects. I think that's part of the reason why I'm like being mean to myself and complaining a lot is the fact that I had just too much going on. And now that I am limiting myself, I don't have too much going on and I don't have to think about that. Another positive thing this week is, well, I don't have anything positive yet. I'll get there eventually though. I feel like that bolero that I made recently using Erie Knott's Graveyard Duster granny square, I really liked how it came out, and I think I want to remake it. I just don't know what colorway I want to do, but I want to do that soon. Probably do some neon colors. That would be pretty nice. And then maybe put that one up in my shop. I don't know. I think it'd be really nice to have that one as like a little mini drop or something. I think I kind of want to break free from my defrosting skelly skull for right now. I'm just not feeling it. It's not that I hate the pattern. It's just that I messed up that one sleeve and everything I was gonna do for it just kind of freaked me. Oh, I that reminds me. I was talking to my husband earlier, and I think that if I do get accepted to the market, that I might just turn it down anyways. I know I shouldn't be saying this, and I know I should be thinking more positive thoughts. I just don't think I'm ready. Like, I think I have a couple more things that I want to buy before I start doing markets. I want to have mannequins so I can show off all of my nice little hats and my bandanas and all that. I don't have the money for this anytime soon. I'd love to have a dress form so I could show off all of my like clothes. Well, at least one of them and then all that. I'd like to have like a moving hanger thing, whatever. Let me change my yarn real quick. Oh, you're already recording. Perfect. But I want to get one of those like moving racks so that I can hang clothes off of because I do want to show off that I am a fashion designer. That'd be really neat. I want to have a banner. I want to be able to have business cards. I want to have like a square reader and all that jazz. And financial wise, I don't think I can afford to do all of those things right now. So, that being said, I think it'd be a really good time for me to just keep on growing what I have. I feel like I have so much stuff in my closet. I don't know, because like it will be my first show, and nobody's expecting the greatest thing from anybody's first show, so I shouldn't be like too stressed about it. But like also, I want it to go well. I don't want people to like leave my booth and be like, who's that? You know? Anyways, can you see how different the colors are now? I think you could see it in my thumbnail for the last week's video, but those are very, very different colors. But good news is that this one's for me. This is my personal use one. And I do plan on ordering yarn whenever I have funds for it. I am trying to be financially smart right now and not waste money on that. So, ooh, by the way, I think after I finish this, I might get into doing. Well, first, I do want to finish up doing my sewing project. So that's another reason why I don't want to start another project right now, is because I want to be able to sew because it's almost done. And I almost want to be able to make a halfway to Halloween dress. I don't know if I'll get to it because I keep on procrastinating. It's the 19th at 2 a.m. on the 19th. So I don't know. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. And then also, I want to finish writing out like a rough draft of the pattern for my cloudy sky. I already forgot what I named it. I'm not even gonna try. I forgot. I'm gonna write out that pattern and try to see if I can do tester calls for that soon. Then on top of that, I want to start the skirt pattern, the free skirt pattern for YouTube, and get that going because I've been pushing it off for a while, and I know I need to get back to it. So, woo! I'm watching Chris the Girl's video of Epic Universe, and I don't think I told y'all enough about how great Epic Universe was. And even if I did, you had to sit through me complaining. And let me just reiterate, I love the park. I love the central theming. I love that it's all like space themed. I love space. That's one of my favorite like themes. One of my favorite room decors were like those glow in the dark star moon things when I was a kid, which did make a comeback for like 30 minutes, but I think it's over again. But I didn't talk about the flowers. The flowers, oh my gosh, they had gardenias and jasmines everywhere, and you could smell it. It's so good. I think I did talk about the little Easter egg in front of the monsters area, where like through the gate, the admission gate, not the portal, but the admission gate, one side had green plants, which signified that you were in the central park area, and then the other side had the purple black goth plant. Same plant, different varieties, and it was just to replicate, like, just give you a precursor of what it's going to be like in the park area. I will say there are parts in the Dark Universe area where you can see Helios, the hotel, and I don't really like that. And I'm probably not the only one that complained about that because I know out of the group of three in that I went with, somebody else had like verbally mentioned it, and I was like, yeah, I was thinking the same thing. So I know I'm not the only one. I'm hoping they do more decor or something. I'm really, really, really excited to get back one day just so I can like sit in the quiet spots. One of the things I love so much about Universal is the fact that there's always like a spot to the side that you can just sit, relax, and like just watch. And you don't even have to like watch people. Like, I am a people watcher, which sounds really weird, but it's more of a like fashion inspiration people watcher, or like because I'm autistic, I used to mirror people, so that's one of the reasons why I used to do it. But I'm very, very excited to just go and enjoy the ambiance and like listen to the music. Oh, Dark Universe. The music was written by Danny Elfman, and I don't know how I forgot that it was Danny Elfman that wrote all the music for it, but it's so good. Danny Elfman is my favorite movie composer. If y'all didn't know, he's one of the reasons why I got into Halloween is because I just love the quirkiness of Danny Elfman's music. He's also Oingo Boingo. Like, I don't remember which role he played in Oingo Boingo. Oingo Boingo is a new wave. I can't remember the exact genre that they fell under, but they're from the 80s and they're good. Not as good as Danny Elfman solo stuff, but I digress. I just really, really, really can't wait to get back there. Nintendo Land, very cute. They had banana trees in the Donkey Kong area, which was really cute. I love the jungle theme back there. I loved everything in the Donkey Kong area. I think I kind of ranked the rides. So Frankenstein, I would say, is my favorite ride, but I do have to take Dramamine. And the only reason why it tops Donkey Kong for me, because Donkey Kong is number 2, is because of the line being boring for Donkey Kong. I did mention that. We didn't ride the Star Racer. I think that's what it's called. And we also didn't get the chance to ride the Hiccup one, the How to Train Your Dragon roller coaster, because it was shut down by the time we got back there and then just never opened up by the time we left. So I'm excited to try those whenever we get the opportunity to go back. I think it's going to be over a year, but that's okay. It's fine. That will make our heart grow fonder, right? I'm so excited. Oh, it's such a good park. Are you going? Let me know if you're going and what you're most excited about, because I just want to info dump at you. And if you don't want me to info dump, then just tell me not to. Or just don't say anything in the comments, because commenting will be a surefire way that I info dump at you. I'm just so excited to be neurodiverse in that park, okay? I don't have a mic because this is before work, but I am on my way to work, and I was crying. I think the tears have dried up a little bit, but there is an anti-Trump protest right now in front of our local shopping center, and it's really, really good to see that kind of representation because, for reference, the city I live in is very, very pro-Trump. The county I live in is very, very pro-Trump. There have been a lot of Nazi rallies in the city I live in. There's a bridge very notorious around the same location that this rally is happening at that have had Nazis demonstrating up there. And it's just so nice to see that we're not the only ones in this county. We're not the only blue dots in this county. Florida, like, our state overall generally has been gerrymandered like crazy, so it makes us all feel really, really small and insignificant. But there are a lot of blue dots here. Oh, it's good to see that not everybody here is extremely far right leaning. It is, what day is it? It's Sunday. It is very loud in my kitchen right now. I have the TV going, and I have my cake batter going, and I have some regret going because I told my best friend that I was going to make her some cake for her birthday, and I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to make cupcakes because I just don't have the creative brain to do a whole entire cake. And on top of that, I don't have enough eggs. I don't want to go out and buy eggs. It's already like 11, maybe 10. It's too late to go out and buy eggs. Eggs are really freaking expensive, and I don't know. I will already be able to make 16 cupcakes and a cake when she's already going to be like having a really fun packed day. Where's she going to put all that? She's off of work at 4:30 tomorrow, and so we're going to go to Stella Nova because she was able... Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. He doesn't like all the loud noises, but she was able to get a reservation for Stella Nova. That way she can get a ticket to, I almost said Rock the Universe, Epic Universe, because she hasn't gone yet, but that's exciting for her. I can't afford the tickets to go. Our other friend that's there, he was able to book the hotel and do all that jazz, and he said, hey, all you have to do is buy the ticket for the park. And I'm like, I wish I could. I really do. I can't even afford to go out to eat right now, so I'm sorry, but y'all have fun. I'll bring the cake. We're doing an arcade after we go swimming or something. I don't remember. I gotta read the text again. Right now my brain is just focused on cake. She's just not gonna have enough time to eat cake and cupcakes and bring it home with her, so I'm just making cupcakes. Hopefully she'll understand. I might have some time to crochet her a little bag charm or something. I don't know if it's something she'd use, but I've been wanting to make a bag charm, so... No, don't take this offensively if you watch this. But I kind of use her as a prototype, or for all my prototypes. I'm just like, hey, so I'm thinking... I don't tell her, but I think of these things that I want to do, and then I give it to her. One time I made this dinosaur plushie that ended up looking like a... I don't know how you call it, because I'm not well versed with dinosaurs, but basically like it looked like the Loch Ness Monster, because it didn't turn out the way that I wanted to, because I'm terrible at amigurumi, and I just ended up giving it to her. And I've made bags without using a pattern, and I ended up giving it to her. She is so great. I love her. And I'm very grateful that she enjoys my baking, because I've had some really bad bakes before. So, anywho. Ooh, actually, I might have time to make like a lemon cookie dip. That'd be nice. I don't have any whipped cream, though. But whipped cream is significantly cheaper than eggs are. So, anyways, I'm going to go back in the kitchen and check on my cake batter, and then start doing some stuff. I gotta make some whipped cream. No, not whipped cream. What is it called? I gotta make some toppings. What is the buttercream frosting? Frosting! So, you know how I said I didn't want to make the cake because it's just too much work and all that jazz? I don't even have like a little... I have the little cake circle. I have one just big enough for the cake round pans I have. I don't have a box. And I also don't have a cupcake box. Go figure. I just don't have anything. I figured that I didn't have the cake box, which I was okay with not having. I did somehow still have like a cupcake plastic like container. So I'm going to use those. This batter made 23 cupcakes, but I also don't measure my stuff out the same way other people do, I think. I also add jello, like the pudding mix. So I made strawberry lemonade cupcakes. And I am going to be honest, I don't feel like doing the frosting tonight, so I'm probably not going to do that. But I might, for the rest of the night, make chocolate pudding. What am I saying? I might make some chocolate mold. Like, I have some dark chocolate left over from when I did chocolate covered strawberries, and that didn't turn out too well. The chocolate, I think I used too dark of a chocolate, but I also have white chocolate sitting, which I've been waiting to use, and I don't remember why I was waiting to use it, but it's going to be used for my best friend's cakes, cupcakes rather. I'm making tombstone chocolate mold things, so I'm waiting for the chocolate to melt right now, and then that way tomorrow all I have to do is put the icing on, the frosting on. Oh, I also have to go to the post office because they have my package for my little yarn that I bought from somebody on TikTok. So I gotta go pick that up. And yeah, I got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. I'll probably wake up, go straight to the post office, come back, maybe take a nap because that's gonna take a lot out of me. I'm gonna just wait for the rest of this cupcake to bake, and then we'll probably see you tomorrow. Yeah, maybe. I don't know if I have anything else to say. To be honest, this week I really haven't been feeling talking, so. I can't believe I forgot to tell you guys or wish you guys a happy holidays for all those who celebrate. Happy 420. Okay, so I gotta make these little chocolates real quick. I'm watching a bunch of people's reviews, like actual reviews of Epic Universe and not the influencer reviews. I mean, obviously I'm watching Chris the Girl because she's one of my favorite YouTubers, vloggers, local. And I just finished watching Super Enthused video of her non-influencer. I mean, she's at the end of the day a theme park influencer, but she did a normal video, which was really nice to see. But it's going to be good. I just can't wait. I can't wait for everything to just really start becoming more of something to get used to and really get to know that park. I can't wait for the trees to grow in. I can't wait to go back. Such a beautiful, beautiful park. Not the next day, but I started on my last skein of yarn for this project. It's right here. I'm a little bit, maybe halfway through this skein, but I've been slowly chiseling away at this blanket while waiting for my white chocolate to melt. I think I was on here. Yeah, a while back, I was doing probably chocolate for something. There was peppermint in it. So dark chocolate melts so much easier and so much faster than white chocolate does. White chocolate is basically Crisco. I first set it up way too hot, so a lot of the white chocolate kind of, I don't know what the word is. It's not quite coagulating. It's just it hardened without the possibility of melting because of how hot it is. I think I need to add oil to it, but the oil I have tastes bad. And I don't know if it's because it's bad oil, old oil or whatever. I don't even think oil goes old. Does it? Maybe it just turns into gasoline. But it's not that old, I promise. But it doesn't taste good, so I don't want to mix it with my chocolate because I've already got charcoal in there because I wanted activated charcoal. This is edible charcoal, just a little tiny bit so that I could dye the white chocolate a little bit to make a tombstone type deal. So I asked my best friend, chocolate or strawberry lemonade, and she chose strawberry lemonade, and that's why I'm if it was chocolate, then I could have done dark chocolate for everything. Honestly, I probably wouldn't have gone out and bought dark chocolate pieces, whatever, because I would have forgotten, knowing me. But then again, I'd probably go out and buy chocolate cake mix because I don't have chocolate cake mix in the house because my husband doesn't like chocolate. Anyways, I got back on here just to tell you guys about my blanket, but I'm almost done. I just gotta finish this, and then I'm going to add a row of white, probably baby velvet yarn at the end, similar to this blanket. Oh, where did I put the... I guess I don't have that blanket here. Well, my star blanket, it might be down there. Let me see if it's down there. Yeah, it's right there. That blanket has white like trim on it, and it's baby velvet trim, and it's the Bernat baby velvet, but I don't have any more of that. Well, I do, but I don't think I have enough for this blanket right here. But I will eventually, probably. I don't know, because I really, really like that yarn, and I don't like the Hirschner's version. I touch it and my skin just shrivels up. So maybe it's just my skin I got. But I don't want to like compromise my texture issues for pretty yarn, you know? So anyways, oh, I posted about this on TikTok too. I'm like, can you tell? I mean, I think anybody can tell. That's a very obvious difference. But can you tell that there's like a year between dye lots? And somebody commented, yes, but it looks intentional, which is great because that's the reason why I was like contemplating whether or not I want to do a white trim. So that being the case, I'm going to do that white trim, give it a little extra pizzazz, and then I will get around to starting to crochet the stars, moons, and maybe clouds. I'm pretty sure I want to do clouds, but I'm not sure how big I want to make them, what yarn I want to use to make them, because the bamboo yarn, although I love the feel of bamboo yarn, it just doesn't stretch, so it just doesn't cover all the holes, and I just don't like that. I mean, this blanket is for me, but it's still like a testing blanket because I want to eventually sell some of them. I think it'd be really nice. All right, I think for realsies, won't talk to you guys again till tomorrow, so yeah, I'm not saying goodbye because it's only Monday. Wait, yeah, it's Monday. It's Monday now, but like the day cycle feels like Sunday. Y'all know what I mean if you work later shifts. Good morning. It's Monday, 4/21. I am getting ready to go to the post office to pick up some big twist rave yarn. I hope. I'm pretty sure she said there was like 4 skeins in there, but I gotta message her back once I pick it up because I don't know if I did the general delivery thing right. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, let me get in the car. It's a 15-minute drive from here, so I gotta go pick it up. It's here. Yee! So I'm gonna open it right now because I just want to make sure it's all in there. Well, I feel bad for not trusting people, but they put their actual address on there, so I should trust them. So getting down to this post office is always stressful to me, or just like downtown in general, because I live in a old industrial area. Well, I live outside of that area, but because the roads were for the industrial locations, the roads are kind of like janky. So I'm like pretty stressed about driving home right now, and then I was kind of stressed standing in line. It was a pretty long line, and like it moved really quickly, but like still it was kind of stressful being in there by myself without my husband. Ugh. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this real quick. Surprise! There's more than 4 in here. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, and here's 4, and then some. I'm so excited. Okay, I have a project in mind. I think I want to make like probably a dress using a 3.5 millimeter hook with this yarn. That'd be so stinking cool. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm ready to go home now, but I'm so excited. I gotta message them and tell them that I picked up the package. Oh, this is so exciting. Also, she only charged me $20 for the whole lot, and then shipping, which was $19.60. So like basically I got all of that for like how much? So 40 $40. So less than $10 each if I were to have been able to pick it up in store. So that was very, very nice of her, and I'm very excited. Okay. Some people like the yarn community in general, the fiber arts community, the people I've met have been really, really sweet. So I just can't believe that somebody was nice enough to just send this to me. So, and we're not even mutuals. Like, that was so sweet of her. Okay, so we're home now. I'm going to finish up this blanket. I have like maybe a quarter left of the skein, And then that's just for the base blanket. And then maybe I'll start working on some of the like star and heart, not heart, star. What other sky things are there? Clouds, moon. I'm going to start working on that after, maybe depends on how long it takes me to finish this up. And then I will, after my husband wakes up and goes to work, then I'll start working on the frosting and then start piping all that. I think what I want to do is just, I'm going to make like green frosting because, like, I don't know, maybe a light green frosting so that it kind of like replicates a graveyard. It's not really going to replicate a graveyard at all because, like, I don't know, it's very spring and I don't know. I'm going to do that. And then I don't know when I'm going to leave the house to go meet up with my best friend. She's going out to eat after work, and I don't want to get to the hotel before she gets there. So, yeah. Oh, this is so large now. I kind of want to make it bigger, but also I don't have the yarn to do all that, and I'm not buying any more yarn. Like, that's actually like a pretty decent size. So I really shouldn't make it much bigger than this. I think I have one more row in this thing before I run out of yarn. Maybe 2 rows. I don't think quite 2 rows, but probably almost definitely 1 full row. So we're going to watch some YouTube while doing this. Terrible news. The Bernat baby velvet that I like, the snowy white, it was in the clearance. So I don't believe that they're making Bernat baby velvet in snowy white anymore. Not even in the cloudy, cuddly cloud is what they called it. They have sky blue, ever after pink, bleached aqua, vapor gray, purple pansy, chocolate, and baby blackbird. It looks like those are going to be the only available colorways, and that's so disappointing. I really love the feeling of the baby velvet yarn, and I don't think the regular velvet yarn feels the same. I don't know what to do. That's so sad. Walmart has it, but it's $15.45. It was cheaper at Joann. So what the heck? That's really disappointing. I don't like the feel of the Hirschner's one. That's so frustrating. What am I gonna do? I'm just not gonna use that yarn, I guess. I don't want to use regular velvet yarn because it's a little bit too big for me, I feel like. There's a little bit of a difference there, but maybe I'll try it. Amazon has it, $15.74, so it's around the same price point as Walmart has it. But do they actually have it? Like, is it maybe just the Yarn? It doesn't Yarnspirations make it? Yeah. So if it's in the clearance for Yarnspirations, then they only have 14 left, and I don't have the money to buy it right now, and I don't want to buy it right now. So let me look it up. Let me look up the specs because maybe the velvet yarn is fine. I had a really good time using the baby velvet. It's such a pretty yarn. It feels good on my fingers. It is a textured thing. It's 100% a textured thing. It looks very similar, but I think one is thicker than the other. But we're still working on this blanket, by the way. I started getting a little bit nervous there. I have this much yarn left, and this all done for the base. I can't even show it. It's so much. It's just big enough for like a 1-person picnic blanket, which maybe one day I'll make it into like a 2-person. Not this one, but I'll make a 2-person picnic blanket. But this is going to be so cute when I go out to, like, I don't know, where do I go? I don't go very many places. Whenever I get a pass to Bok Tower Gardens again, it would be really nice to like sit next to the carillon with my blanket crocheting while the carillon is ringing. There's so many hidden things in Orlando, not Orlando, because that's not Orlando, that's Lake Wales, but in Central Florida, there's so many touristy things that we don't put much light on because it's not Disney or Universal or Busch Gardens and not the roller coaster-y type of tourism. And I am somebody that doesn't ride very many rides because I do get sick very easily, and anxiety, ADHD, and probably my autism, but I have a hard time standing in line for very long periods of time. I don't like standing in line for more than 40 minutes. Like, I get stressed. I don't know. It's just one of those, I just can't do lines very often, and I can't do rides very often. So anyways, now that this is done, I'm gonna finish this off, like cut it off, and then I will maybe, well, it's 12:52, so I have some time before my husband wakes up and goes to work. So I might start on a couple stars. I have a couple moons right here, but I think I want to save these for keychains because I think I want to make a keychain with like a star and moon just hanging and be really cute because I have all those little swivel keychain things. I have a couple stars already made back here. I think I have another one down there somewhere, but oh, ew, ew, it's I have dirty plates everywhere. I just landed in the dirty plate. I have these ones. I also have these ones. I have a bunch of star like templates out. I just haven't gotten around to putting the edges on them and stuffing them. So I'll probably use these ones maybe. These are all bamboo yarn. This one's a Hobie yarn. And then this one is, what is this one? This one is Lion Brand Date Nights, which is no longer being produced, which makes me very, very sad. It was such a nice yarn, and I guess not enough people were buying into it. I love sparkly yarns. It's a chainette stitch or spun. I think it's the same as the Hobie one. The Hobie one is much more expensive, obviously, but the Hobie one was bamboo and then or viscous, and then the Date Nights one was polyester. I only have 3 of these. I thought I had 4. Either way, really sad to see those go. I don't think I want to put these on here. Yeah, because it doesn't match the pastel kawaii, Yume kawaii theme I'm going for. These ones kind of do, but this one, I don't know. It's still like, I don't know. I think I want to do more pinks. These ones are gray. I'll probably put gray on here because it almost blends in with the pink and purple, the whitish purple. And then I'll probably find other ones to do. I think what I want to do for the border is use this baby velvet yarn, which probably isn't going to be made anymore. I don't know. Okay, so maybe I need to get past my sensory. I don't want to get past my sensory issue because it is a sensory issue. But I did look into the specs. The Bernat velvet is a little bit bigger than the baby velvet. The Bernat velvet calls for a 6.5 millimeter hook, whereas the baby velvet called for 5, 4.5. I use 3.5 because I like smaller stitches and it just tightens it up a little bit. And especially for amigurumi stuff, it just makes it a little bit more like pleasing to me. I guess I might switch to the regular velvet yarn. And there's less in there, and I think it's more expensive. Gosh, I hate that I have sensory issues with something because it makes life a lot more expensive. So, anywho's, I'm gonna work on some stuff real quick. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's a little cloud. I might use this. Oh, I think actually I could use these ones. I don't really like. Maybe I'll just like do not embroidery, patch, whatever it's called, and then just that'd be so cute. A couple of, like stars and clouds around would be really cute. I think I'm gonna do that. I'll do this until I get sick of it. Here's the majority of my bamboo yarns. I didn't add the darker colors. I'm gonna take this one out. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna use it. But this is the majority of my bamboo yarns. This is Premier Bamboo Fair, so it's mixed with cotton, I want to say. What is it? It's bamboo and cotton. So that's pretty nice. Then I have like some tencel yarn from when I first started working with bamboo yarn, and I don't like it. I don't think this color is going to match with this. No, I think it's a little bit too dull of a color. And then I have, so I think this one might be too dark. This one's definitely too dark, so I'll take this one out. All right, so I think this might be the palette. This one I might take out. This one I might take out. This one for sure I want to keep. I don't know about this one I'm keeping too. So, oops. These two I want to take out, probably. But yeah, that's the palette right now. I have all the ends sewn in for this. Like, it's hard to tell on the camera, but yeah. All right, my husband's about to wake up, and I just saw the text that my best friend sent me because my phone didn't give me a notification. I think she ended up messaging me as soon as I closed out of the texting app, so I didn't see the text. But okay, we're gonna do a little bit of star work. until he leaves. Sorry, I just didn't want to wake him up while he's sleeping. Oh, he's already awake. Hello. He's not awake. I was able to finish 4 little appliques. I definitely need more because I think I want to do it all over. I don't know if I want to put it like on the right side or the wrong side, because on the wrong side, I think that's the side that like gets folded in like this. Dang, I don't. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know what I want to do yet because I think I want to make like the reveal on the inside with the appliques. I think that would be really cute, but also I think it's just going to end up being reversible. Yeah. Anywho's, so 4 of those done. I used Pattern Paradise, the cloud applique pattern. I'm probably going to keep on making a whole bunch more from a whole bunch of different pattern makers just because I want to give it more of a variety. And then after I finish doing some there's large appliques. Oh yeah, the word's applique. I keep on forgetting that word because I don't do appliques very often because it kind of annoys me to sew them in. So yeah, I'm going to do a whole bunch of different appliques to put onto my little blanket. And then it will probably be done by next week if I get around to sewing in because it's a lot of sewing. And then I have to make a whole bunch of amigurumi puffs to do the little edges. There's going to be a lot that goes there. It's going to be a bunch of stars, maybe some clouds, maybe some moons. I know for sure I want to make like a little wrap around, and I think I want to have clouds hanging from the wraps so that I can like just tie it in and it doesn't go everywhere. Ooh, let me go get that basket real quick. So it doesn't quite fill it in. I could probably put just one more. I did 36 rows, by the way, 36 rows, and one more would probably fill this unless I just kind of like spread it out. But I don't know if I want to spread it out too much. I don't know. Maybe because like display purposes, it can show the inside with the little cloud appliques. I think that I'm just going to do cloud appliques on the inside and not do like a whole bunch of stars on the inside because like, I don't know. So yeah, cloud appliques, star, amigurumi on the outside. Yeah, I don't know. I think it does need 2 in the basket for display purposes. Cute. Anyways, I need to start doing the little frosting thing for my best friend's birthday cake cupcakes. We are meeting probably at 4:30 or 5. I don't know where I'm going to park because it's not free parking. They charge for parking. I'm not overnight parking, so they shouldn't charge me, but also I don't know how their free parking works. So I might have to ask her to meet me in the lobby. But I'm very excited to see the inside of it. I'm watching a whole bunch of other YouTubers who are actually, this is their job, to explore the hotels. I'm excited to just see it. So, frosting time. This is now a bathing suit vlog. I decided while I was waiting for the butter to get to room temperature to go take a shower real quick and change. I do plan on wearing the new crochet like peasant top that I made last week because it's super comfy, but like I can't wear that while I'm baking because like it's going to get everywhere. Like the sleeves are just too long. They are not baking appropriate. So I have my little cupcakes here. We have 2 boxes. The top one has 12. The bottom one has 10. And I think, 10. 4, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to do 12 with tombstones on them and 10 with these little cowboy ghost things. Let me show you real quick. These little guys, I bought them in a cupcake thing. So like it came with the cupcake thing right there. I don't know what it's called, but the cupcake holder came with these guys and cowboy boots and something else. I don't remember, but I bought it because the ghosts were cute and I was kind of in a cowboy phase at the time. So I am going to start the frosting. And what time is it? It's 3:14, so I'm definitely going to be late, but they know me. They know I'm almost always late, so it'll be fine. As long as I'm there before like 8 p.m., which will happen. I will be there before 8 p.m. So yeah, I got to do this. I got to focus on this. I'm probably not going to talk it through because it's just buttercream frosting. So I'll show you guys the final product after I finish it up. So I only pulled out 1 stick of butter. I needed 2 sticks of butter. So I'm going to have to do like a little trick. So my trick, I think I've talked about it on here before. My trick for warming up butter really quickly is taking like a pot of water, boiling it up really quick, pouring it into a bowl, and then dumping out that water, taking a plate, putting the butter underneath the plate, and then putting the hot bowl of water that was just dumped out on top so that it like does like the humidity thing. Brother, I messed up. On second thought, I should have recorded the process only to get myself through this. So I was supposed to do the butter first. I ended up throwing everything in there except for the butter that's melting right now. Lord help me. I am so bad at these things. I'm bad at instructions, honestly. I thought that I had this down. I don't have this down. I just like doing baking stuff on the side. Honestly, I kind of want to get into decodin because I do like the decorative part of cakes. I don't entirely love baking. I thought I did. I don't like eating all of it either. That's why my friends always get the baking stuff that I do. I'm like, oh, I want to decorate a cake. And then I just bring it to work or bring it to my best friend because I just don't want to eat it. And like, I know decodin like materials are probably going to be more expensive, but also then I won't have to deal with having leftovers. I don't know, man. Best friend, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I hope this cake still tastes good. I know the cupcakes at least will. I don't know about a buttercream. I don't know. I put too much butter in it. The buttercream is melting everywhere. So, but we got 2 of them down. Let me show you. These 2 are working. Oh, you can see where it started to not work with me well. And then I took one out. I ate it because it was really ugly looking. And yeah, you can see. Not too good. So there's going to be 2 holes in the middle. I think I'm going to add whatever I have left over of this. That's going to be another extra one that I have. I don't feel like, I don't know. It's symmetry, I guess. We have this one. We have this one. I'm probably going to move these 2 in the middle outwards, maybe. I don't know. And then just leave these ones plain as a muffin type deal. I don't know. This is what happens when you procrastinate. Don't procrastinate. And maybe your stuff will turn out great. Lucy, I owe you a better cake. Like, this isn't it. Like, look. This is melting. These ones are okay. These, like, oh, man. Like, this is the worst I've ever made. Like, I'm just leaving these ones the way they are. I don't care at this point. I need to get out of here. It's 4:28. I took too long doing this. It's all my fault. Like, I owe her. I feel so bad. I shouldn't feel bad. I did the best I could with the limited time I had. A limited creative time I had. I feel bad. Hey, hello, hi. It is I, Dua Pipa. Just kidding. I don't. So yesterday was a lot of fun. We went to the pool. We had a lot of laughs, and I haven't laughed like that in a while, to where like I don't know, my mouth was hurting because of all the laughter, and on top of that, like I had a hard time chewing the food that we went to Sushiyama, which is like an all you can eat sushi buffet in the area, and I know I shouldn't have spent the money, but also it was my best friend's birthday, so I really, really wanted to hang out with her some more. And on top of that, our other friend was there, and I never get to see him, and I was just having so much fun that I was just like, okay, you know what? I'll just not buy groceries for a little while because I really want to hang out with my friends, and that energized me, though, reinvigorated me. First, let me show you. I've got a lot more clouds done. This is the large cloud. I have 2 other large clouds. I have all of these little tiny clouds. Ugh, they're all tangled up now. So there's 7 of these small ones. I'm thinking that I'm probably going to have to do more, but there's no way I'm going to be able to finish this week. So I think instead, because I think I have most of this written out, I am going to finish up my pattern for this little guy. It's the Cirrostratus top. It's another week where I don't finish a sewing project, which honestly, I don't know. I don't think people are following me for my sewing projects right now. my hyperfixation for sewing has kind of like dwindled. And it's not that I don't want to sew anymore. It's just that it's not like a hyperfixation. It's literally just a I know how to sew. I'll get to sewing whenever I can type of deal. I'm sure if you're ADHD, you understand. It'll come back, I promise. I know it's going to be probably around Halloween time, maybe with okay, so I'm watching the RIP Tour podcast, one of my favorite podcasts to watch during the HHN speculation season, because they have Liz on there who has been to HHN since like day one, basically. She's been in the community for a long time. It's getting me re energized. And normally for HHN, I get really into sewing because the thing is, like, crochet is more of a like a relaxed, like, don't think about anything else kind of hobby for me. Whereas sewing is, I need to get this done. I want to get it out into the world. I want to show everybody my cool designs. And, well, they're not really my own designs, but I go out way more often during the Halloween season or okay. So I have talked about this before where I used to be one of those like TikTokers that would go and find the Halloween stuff out in the stores. I used to be like right on top of it. And the older I get, the less I want to do that because I don't want to promote consumerism. I just don't want to promote that. That's not who I am as a person anymore. I am somebody that wants to support more small artists, and I want to like show that you can make your own art instead of having to go and buy something and toss it the next day, you know? So that's why I don't do that anymore. But that season normally starts around like, I want to say end of May. It really depends. So Halfoween is coming at the end of this month. Ooh, I have so many thoughts going on right now. Okay, so Halfoween is at the end of this month, and some places start releasing their Halloween stuff. HHN is starting to do all their speculation stuff right now. They usually start in the March time, which they have been doing. There might be a Fallout house, which if that's the case, I have to buy fabric. I have to make a jumper. I have to do that. Besides the point, with Halloween coming up, I want to be able to release some of my stuff on Etsy and Ko-fi. Of course, Etsy is going to be more expensive than Ko-fi. Ko-fi will be much cheaper because there's not going to be as many fees that I have to process with shipping stuff out. If I get any purchases, I will start opening up a PO box so that I can ship stuff out and not have to give out my real address, just my city and state. It's getting to that time where I'm starting to get more into my creative, like clothing making, garment making, and I'm very excited about that. I want to get this out before summer is over. So I want to get this ready to start testing soon as well. Like I have a lot of things planned, and it's a lot of things that aren't like finishing a project plan, if you know what I mean. I don't have any like clothing I want to finish right away. I do have that sewing project. I'm probably going to save that for Halfoween, to be honest. It's not Halfoween colors, or Halloween colors rather. It's just more like summer colors. And okay, summer colors is objective. They're bright neons. And with it being bright neon, I feel like it's more summer. The plan is now not to finish the blanket yet. I will probably finish it next week because it's been a fun little project to do. It's going to be a lot of sewing in, but it's going to be something I can finish later. Right now, I'm going to start working on the Cirrostratus top. After that, I've already got the pictures taken on my phone. I'm going to upload some photos on Ko-fi and then start working on Etsy to do a random drop for Halfoween. And then after that, while everybody's doing the testing and all that, I think I will release the skirt pattern. This is too small, so I have to take it apart anyways. But I'm going to release the skirt pattern YouTube tutorial maybe next month while everybody's testing. That one's a big if. And then, of course, I'm going to finish that dress. So this gives me a lot of time. Honestly, more time than ever. I think I put too much stuff on my plate for the last couple of weeks because I was in that crochet hyperfixation of, oh, I did so great making a pattern. I had to do more and more and more. So I kind of burnt myself out, not only with crochet, but with work because I was working more so I could pay bills. So, all right. Also, I need to take apart this little skirt thing I was working on. the bodycon skirt. I'm not going to finish this. This isn't something I want to do. Sorry. It's just too much work, and it's acrylic yarn, and it's getting to the season where it's too warm to work with acrylic. That's why I think the blanket is going to be my last acrylic yarn blanket, or yeah, thing in a while besides the rave. I think that one I might actually make something like a apron, because I do have an apron pattern in the works. So I might use that as an apron pattern eventually. I gotta exit out of this because it's taking up too much RAM space. I don't know, maybe more of a pinafore. But that's a different project. I haven't even started that. I don't need to think about that. I have 4 projects that I need to do right now that I'm more confident that I can finish right now. So I'm going to go to the sewing room, move my sewing stuff out of the way once again, take some photos for the pattern to be uploaded, start working on the Canva, and then I will be making a pattern call soon. Yes! I would say the worst part about pattern making is remembering to take pictures, because right now I have this, right? I took pictures after I finished everything, but I didn't take pictures of how I attached this gray yarn onto the black yarn. It's literally just a slip stitch and then a single stitch into a first edge piece, and then skip, and then 5 double crochets, skip, look, I do this all the time. It's not like I'm trying to gatekeep my pattern, because I will have a free version up. It's just that my brain is dumb. So I guess this would be great for like the zine version, but I do need to like start working on the 3rd version of this as soon as I can, because I didn't take pictures of doing the slip stitch into the single crochet and then skip and then 5. But I think I do have that purple yarn that I want to use. It's going to be more of a lavender. It's also a bamboo yarn. I want to make all of these in bamboo. I did say cotton at first, but I think bamboo. I know bamboo is my favorite. It's just, it's heavier, but it's also more like, it has like a cooling sensation. I had the bodice piece on my legs earlier, and instead of warming me up, it just like cooled me down a little bit, and it's really nice. I love bamboo yarn so much. Well, okay, so the thing is, with the zine, I don't know how much of the zine I'm going to like add. So I think this first version is going to be for the zine. Yeah, I think that's what I had actually originally planned. The first version is going to be for the zine, because it was just me taking pictures of like how it fit on me and how I measured it up to my own body. And then next version with the purple and pink yarn, I'm going to do like exact measurements. I'm going to measure out with a measuring tape. So I do need to start getting that ready. That way I can like take a little bit more pictures. I know whenever I send out the tester pattern, people are going to be like, hey, I don't have enough information on this, because I watched this video recently, and Graceface also mentioned this. You have to assume whoever's purchasing your pattern has no idea how to crochet, no idea how to assemble, no idea how to do anything except for like the basic single crochet, double crochet, slip stitch, whatever. Like, you have to assume they don't know any of that, and you have to write a painfully detailed thing. And that's why I want to make the paid version and then have the zine free, because for the easy version for me to write, I feel like there's people out there that can do that without. And then I've also seen these videos going around of like elementary school teachers teaching their students, hey, this is why you need to be very, very detailed on how you explain how to do things. So these kids were telling, like, she was asking them how to make a peanut butter jelly sandwich, and the instructions ended up having her spread the PB and the peanut butter on top of the bag instead of like on the bread itself. So instead, I guess the students like didn't say in the instructions to pull the bread out, take a knife, spread the butter or peanut butter on the bread. So that's kind of like the goal, right? So anyways, yeah, I am on the lace part now. And then after the lace part, I will be assembling. I need to learn how to do like exact measurements for the assembling. I don't know how I'm going to portray that. I'm going to have to ask people to borrow their bodies so I can do that. But I need to figure out how I measured myself to put the little straps on myself. Oh, hold on, this is a little bit higher. But yeah, basically the straps. Ta-da! So, all right, on to the lace. This one I will take painfully instruct whatever details for, because I think people will probably be purchasing my pattern for the lace itself, because I did use a chart to find out how to do the lace. And yeah, I'm probably not going to do like how to attach on it. I think what's going to happen, I'm going to do the bodice piece by itself and the lace piece by itself as two separate zines, and then you'll just have to figure out how to do the lace. The lace itself is just going to be that one or two motifs, and then figure it out yourself kind of deal. Okay. All right, so in my handy dandy notebook, oh, I hope the lighting isn't the worst thing in the world, but in my handy dandy notebook, I have written out the lace instructions. So this is also me pattern testing for myself to make sure that the lace makes sense. Oh, this light. Uh, let's do this. I don't want to flash y'all, sorry. All right, but anyways, I'm going to be pattern testing myself for this lace because like I can read charts, but I want to make sure this is as clear as possible. For the zines, I tried to do a video tutorial as well to go with that. I don't think I'm going to do a video tutorial on the bodice, but I will be doing a video tutorial on the lace eventually. Whenever I get around to doing the third version of it, I will have the pattern testers going, right? While the pattern testers are going, I am also pattern testing myself, kind of. Like, this is my rough draft of pattern testing. The first one I made was for me to see if I liked it enough and if I wanted to make a pattern of it and all that jazz. The second one is me going through my written instructions and like reworking it. Like, this is the only time I've ever done like the brainstorming thing. I don't know. I was taught this in elementary school and I never ever did a rough draft. I always just went straight into the project because I had undiagnosed ADHD and hated that I had to do multiple times the same thing over and over again because I wasn't passionate about it. This one I am passionate about, so I will go over it more than once. I want to make sure that this is like a really good product because I don't want people to pay for something and complain that it's not good, you know? First round is me making it for myself. Second round is me going through all my written instructions and making tweaks here and there, make sure it makes a little bit more sense. I do need to retweak the little shell stitches on the straps because I think that it's a little weird one. I got to rewrite that before I forget. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I hope this makes sense in my own brain. So with the straps, after you do the straps, after you finish the whole motif that I'm not used to doing, on the edges, you'll do a slip stitch into the first edge piece, and then into that same, you single crochet, then you skip a stitch, then you do 5 double crochet, then you skip, and then you repeat from single crochet on all the way to the end where you single crochet in the last stitch, and then you slip stitch into the same stitch, and then you finish off. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna... Can you please? No, now I look super scary. Oh, geez. Whatever. Hopefully you guys aren't blinded by this because I kind of am. I have astigmatism. So I wrote that down. I've even already written down my measurements. So whenever I do move on to the purple one, then I can do like the measuring part. So I do plan on doing, actually, for the video tutorial, I do plan on doing a separate video for the bodice then, because I'm going to do 10 stitches across, I think, or maybe 15, depending. Maybe just 10. So I'm going to do like all the stitches that you need besides the, what's it called, the lace part. That's, like I said, is going to be its own separate thing. So I'll do like a row or two of single crochet, and then a row of half double crochet, well, the motif. That's what I'm going to do. And then I'll take measuring tape and then see what the gauge is, so that if you are so inclined to do the gauge, you'll know what my measurements are and how I ended up making it work out. Because I have to do a lot of math here. I'm not good at math, and that's one of the reasons why I've been like struggling with wanting to finish this, is because like I used to be really good at math. I'm okay at algebra, but like middle school algebra, that's about it. I was really good at it in 8th grade, and then I got into high school where band was my music was my special interest. So anyways, all right, I gotta move on to this lace. I'm stalling because taking pictures while I'm making something is a little bit stressful. So, all right, we're going to get at least one of these motifs done, and then we'll move on. I think what I need to do also is to measure out what one motif looks like. Not sure. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Okay, I need to start on this before I injure my dog some more.
Cow, could you please appear for Avid and Cece? Thank you. Wait, how would someone a cow? Is that what we're getting at?
I recently cut my nails, and now I'm struggling to get this through the eye of the needle. I don't know. I forgot how the darning needle, I guess. I forgot how you call it. But I'm struggling so hard. Oh, of course, all I had to do was complain. We're almost done with one of these lace motifs. So I just got to take a photo of this with, say, like slip stitch into last stitch, blah, 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 blah. And then I will go bleach my hair because these roots are very visible. So I want to get that taken care of. And then after that, I might no life it and finish this pattern up. I don't think I'm going to curl my hair tonight. After I bleach my hair, I almost never curl my hair because it's just kind of a sensory thing. I definitely want a haircut. I'm not going to lie. I want to cut my hair because I know that the more I work with yarn, the less I want to like do my hair, especially when I work with thinner yarns, and 'tis the season to work with thinner yarns, so I might cut my hair soon. But that's neither here nor there. This is now done. Just gotta take a photo. Wow. And then we'll be no-lifing it. I got to record doing the like sewing these together. I think what I want to do with the bodice, I'm just gonna be okay. Like I'm just gonna do a stitch, like single crochet the bodice pieces together because honestly, who cares what it looks like on the inside? And on the sleeves, I might do mattress stitch, but I think on the original one, I did do sewing it together as well because, like I said, who cares? You can't see it. However, this one you will be able to see. So I will have to do a mattress stitch and show how to do a mattress stitch with that. I honestly, I don't think it's as cute as the original one because of the colors. I mean, maybe when it's together it will. This just looks too close to white to me, and like, I don't know. I can't wait to do the purple and the pink one. I don't think I have any more of the lavender yarn at this moment, so it's going to be a little while before I get it. I think I need 2 skeins total of the loops and threads. I do need to say in my thing to make sure it's okay. So I've used Trueboo, and I did use, I think for both of them. No, the other one. Okay, so this is loops and threads. This is Trueboo. For the other yarn, or for the other one, the blue one, the bodice piece was Trueboo, and the lace piece was loops and threads for the most part because it was prior to loops and threads getting true bamboo yarn in. So I don't really want to make the trip out right now to go do that. Like I said, I still have to like do pattern testing call. Once I do pattern testing call, then I will go out and buy and start working on it alongside the pattern testers. But yeah, bleach hair time. While my hair is setting, I'm probably going to do some typey type things on Canva. Probably upload some of the photos into my PC because I want to get the ball rolling on that. It is the 22nd of this month, so I am kind of like on schedule of me wanting to do the whole entire month of May being pattern testing time, because I will say this does take a long time. This portion itself does not take a long time, especially if you just kind of no life it. This, I say it doesn't take a long time. I think I started this around 1-ish. And to be fair, too, I did have to stop every other photo or every other step way down here so I could take a photo. And then I had to frog some of it because I messed up. 4 hours is about the time it takes to do one of these, depending on your speed, I think. I don't know. I'm really bad at timing myself. This, because it got really boring, the bodice piece did take me about 3 days. but I think this one is probably the least of most people's concerns. So, all right, shower, bleach hair time. I just started watching Altnuts' video, the Muse something, whatever. I don't remember what it's called. It's been like 2 seconds, so my brain's empty. So she did victory rolls, and like, girl, I love when the alternative community gets into vintage because it's just like, it kind of ties in and it kind of redefines what vintage is. I obviously go, well, I don't think it's obvious anymore. And I keep on saying this every time, but I do more 1940s, and victory rolls are from the 1940s. I love it when the alternative community hits up the 1940s style because there's just like, there was a lot of propaganda in the 40s, and it's redefining the 40s. And I love that shit. I love it so much. Hit me up, girl. Hit me up. I gotta wait like probably 22 more minutes. I'm nervous about the roots I feel like are fine. It's the ends. I'm trying to get better about not letting my ends get all burnt because I've done that before. I know I'm much better about taking care of my hair now. So, anyways, I gotta call my husband. He sent me a frowny face on Discord literally just now. So, Big Twist has been saved. It's saved. Hirschner's is buying it so that they're gonna put it in their stores. So, I'm hoping the Rave comes back in stock, and I hope Hirschner's does a good job on keeping that one super in stock, super well in stock, because there's so many of us out here that love it, and I can't believe it. I can't believe it. This is so exciting. This is like the best news I've heard all day. And maybe the week. I don't know. But, this is great. All right. I have this very last pizza roll to eat. And then I'm going to start no-lifing what I was working on earlier. And then get some pictures done. I did write a little bit of the pattern in Canva, but I'm kind of tired of looking at that screen for those purposes. So, also, I used a blue-based powder bleach, and it made my hair a little bit whiter. So I'm probably going to start using more blue-based. Cute. All right, so I'm from the Central Florida area, so I feel like a part of Central Florida culture is theme parks. Not everybody in Central Florida does go to the theme parks, but a lot of us do. It is our third space. A lot of us work in the parks, so if we already work in the parks, we probably have a pass to another park in the local area. I feel like I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone in this, but there's a lot of people who, like me, like to watch theme park content creators. Theme park content creators have like gotten really informative lately, and there's just a lot of them now. Like, I think the first one I ever watched was Tim Tracker, and it's exciting to see how many people are that into the theme parks, but a lot of times it feels super samesies. Like, everything is the same exact information, the same exact like food options, or like just looking at the food or just looking at the merchandise. But I found somebody named Camille Gregory, and she is doing theme park content the same way that I enjoy the theme parks, is by just looking at horticulture. It is so nice, not like going just because like you have to get all the information out there, but like genuinely enjoying the park. So if you are also in the theme park like attraction enjoying community, highly suggest her, because I'm about to start binge watching more of her stuff. Like, it's just so entertaining. It's so refreshing to see people be themselves on the camera again, just like good old YouTube used to be. It was just us sitting in front of the camera and talking to the camera, and not trying to be like, you gotta have this information, you have this information, here's these lists. It's just so refreshing. Speaking of theme park content creators, so one of the first reasons why I started vlogging in the first place was to do theme park content, because I was like, I thought it was fun. I was at the theme parks all the time, sometimes twice a week. It was an addiction. It has been a hyperfixation before. It's just such a good sensory thing for me. I love going on walks out there. So anyways, going back to why I started recording, I often during the HHN season go out there to go check out all the construction and all that, especially for my shorts content. But like last year, I tried to do this thing where I did like a ADHD friendly HHN map, where I would just go and find my quiet places and just tell people, hey, if you're ADHD like me, here's where I go to get myself more controlled. But like the issue was my mic wasn't working or something. I don't know, but like you couldn't hear a single thing that I said. I posted it, but I don't think anybody really watched it because you can't hear me at all. So this year I will have a camera, or I will have my microphone, and I think that I want to redo it, but instead of calling it, well, maybe even, I don't know. I want to go back out and do a crochet friendly area thing. Not really. It's just like, I'm going to call it probably crocheting in whatever park I'm in, because it's kind of my way of showing the quiet places. I know there is a crochet community of us universal people. I gave out crochet stuff last year for HHN, and there was one person that I was going to try to give a little ghost to, and they were like, "Oh no, I already have one, thank you." And I'm like, "Oh, well, I have another thing. I have a candy corn," because somebody had already given them a ghost. So I think that it would be really fun to just like have a little stitch and bitch thing. Not really bitching though, but more of a like getting to know your. Well, I don't know. I can't be the leader of this. I'm too socially awkward for that. But if there was a community of us crocheters who just come to the park and crochet, that'd be so cute, wouldn't it? I am dressed and ready to go to Epcot today. We're meeting with a friend and we're meeting his girlfriend for the first time, so that's pretty exciting. I did kind of know life it last night with the crochet project, but then I was like, I really want to take my time with this so I can take better pictures and make sure I'm not rushing through it, because like at the end of the day, I'm trying to make a pattern and I'm not just trying to make fashion. I mean, I am, but I need more patience. So I made this apron last year, this past HHN opening night. This was the apron for it. Same with this crochet hat, beret, whatever. I don't really have a camera to show you the back of it, but maybe I can, something like that. Maybe you can see it. I don't know. Did you see it? And then, of course, the crochet star, because that's my favorite. And then I got a bunch of stuff that I bought at local art shows. And we're waiting on the dogs to come back inside from their little potty break, and then we're gonna get going. My makeup's just doing makeup things. I didn't feel like doing super like drippy eyeshadow or eyeliner today, because like we are going to Disney at the end of the day, and Disney people don't accept my style as much as Universal people do. So, all right. When I get back, I'm probably going to, hopefully, if I still have the spoons. I don't know. I don't know how busy Epcot's going to be, but if I still have the spoons, I will get around to doing the assembly pieces. If not that, at least get some more stuff typed into the PC for on Canva for the pattern, and get some of the photos uploaded, because I actually didn't do any of that. So, all right, Epcot time. Hello. It is Thursday, the 24th, and I absolutely did get overstimulated. And the only reason why I remember that I talked about that is because I'm in the middle of editing. I'm on the very last thing and I haven't filmed my outro. So it was fun meeting a new friend, making a new friend. We also had sushi yama. Again, I feel so bougie, but my husband paid for it. So I'm very grateful for him. So I was overstimulated yesterday, so I didn't get any work done on the pattern. However, I am thinking more about like what to do with this pattern. So I think I might not put instructions on how to sew these up until I get to, well, like, okay, so maybe I do need to. Oh, this is so cooling on my skin. It feels nice. All right. All I need to do is sew it up and then it's done. I don't even have to do the clouds, because the clouds are not my own pattern and it's an optional thing. Oh no, there's animal control. We have kitty cats that live in the neighborhood. I hope they're not taking them. I'm going to be so upset if they are, because the kitty cats are good for the rodent issues. I don't think we have rodent issues out here. However, it's so nice to see the kitty cats, because they're not causing any issues. They're just being little cats. Maybe they're going after our lizards, but most people don't even like lizards. So please don't take our cats away. Today, I am planning on finishing this little guy and then getting the pattern mostly written. Hopefully I'll get the photos in as well. I'm thinking when I do the tester call, I'm going to ask people of different dimensions to take measurements of their arms for me and then tell me how many foundation crochet stitches that they have. I'm going to break this up in several sections. So first I'm going to send out the blast of, whenever I accept the applicants or whatever, I'm going to send out the bodice piece, because that one's super easy. I don't think that's the only math I want to do, to be honest. Like I said, it's going to be super easy to send that blast out and be like, hey, once you're done with this, it would be a good measurement for me to gauge how long it takes the average person. I think this is going to probably be at least a full month, maybe a month and a half project to see what people like, because not everybody has as much time as I do. Speaking of time, I'm thinking about picking up a second job at a theme park, but I am not sure about that right now because I am trying to like get really into my crochet groove. My husband has even told me, like, he's like, I really want you to feel comfortable doing your crochet stuff. And I'm like, I gotta pay the bills. And if I can't pay the bills, then I can't pay for yarn to do the crochet stuff. So it's in limbo right now. And I think it's at the end of this year that we're trying to like gauge whether this is a sustainable thing for me or not. I don't want to go full time at my current job because I know I will burn the hell out, and I do not want that from me. But that's a whole different subject. Going back to the crochet pattern, I will send out the blast of the bodice piece first, and then alongside the bodice piece, I'll have to do the little shoulder strap. So those are both measurements I know are standardized measurements. And then after they're done with the bodice pieces, then I will send out the blast with the lace piece, and then ask them to do their own measurements for the foundation single crochet, and then use that as a gauge. I certainly have to look at body dimensions for this. This is absolutely one of those that I can't just like fake it or whatever, math it out, and then just take whoever first come first serve. I have to get different sized bodies for this because I don't want people to feel left out when I make my patterns. All right, I'm going to close this video out so I can start on this because I think I have enough time to at least finish sewing everything up today, and then get this video out to y'all and get excited because I have a lot going on. I feel like I should be finishing that dress, hopefully, fingers crossed. If I don't, oh well. I'm hoping to do an item drop on my Etsy and Ko-fi. I'm a little bit nervous, not gonna lie. So that's a maybe. And then after that, I will be starting on doing the free tutorial for YouTube for a skirt. So, all right. Thanks for holding me accountable, y'all. Bye bye.